Welcome to the Marketing God Podcast, where we provide insights and knowledge to assist you in reaching and engaging with more people. Together, as we apply marketing insights to your good work, we hope to help more people know you, turn to you, and ultimately become loyal to God. This is week number 3, and the week's topic is brand, a strategic overview. Today, our focus is differentiation, and works with truth number 25 in the book Marketing God. Here is your marketing strategist, author, and guide on this journey, Donna A. Heckler.
Hello, everyone. Our topic for today is differentiation, and this comes from truth 25 in the book Marketing God. The title of that truth is, Consumers Will Not Buy If You Aren't Different. With so many choices out there, how does someone decide? Decide to choose a product, or decide to support your ministry, or decide to attend your parish? Most likely, they find something unique or different about you, and that is what appeals to them. The concept of differentiation is about defining what makes you and the work you do for God stand out and be unique. Let's start with our Bible verse from the book. The Bible verse that we use is from 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 10. And it goes like this. The prophets who prophesied of the grace that was to be yours searched and inquired about this salvation. What is this verse telling us? The prophets did not search for something already there. They searched and inquired about this unique and different thing, salvation. Because the concept of salvation was new, it was different. It was a grace that the people of the day were longing for, and they went in search of it. That concept can be true for us as well. What is it that we do that is so unique, so different that people will go out of their way to search it out, to find us? That's the concept of differentiation. Identifying what makes you unique and sharing that so that others want to come find you. Let us start by understanding why differentiation is so important. To do that, let me start with what I call a fun fact. In 2005, so we're going back a while, but still important research, a research firm called Yankelovich Inc. did a study that showed that the average person sees over 5,000 brand images or marketing messages a day, and that did not even include everything on the internet. It does not take long before everything that people see begins to meld together. And what do people learn to do? They learn how to block it all out, to avoid it, to not pay attention to all these things that are bombarding them. We call this stuff that is happening in the marketplace that everyone is taking in, we call it clutter. The challenge for you as a parish or a ministry is that you have to break through that clutter that is filling up the brains of the people that you want to serve. No denying, most of that clutter is for secular items, products like cars or clothing, services like hotels or tax firms, movies, music, the list goes on and on. To layer on top of that, those secular products and services come with big budgets, so they have loud megaphones to try and break through the clutter. So, what can we as parishes or ministries do? We need to differentiate ourselves. We need to clearly understand and share what we do that is so different. The things that are different can stand strong, and they can stand alone, and they can be remembered. One thing that every parish or ministry is doing that is collectively quite different from what is happening in the world is that each of you are assisting people to find and become loyal to God. Start there. That is not what the secular world is doing. Now, within that framework, what are you doing specifically that is unique and different as you lead people to God? Write it down. Sit with it. Share it with others in your organization. Do they agree? Now, Think about those who offer similar services, perhaps a nearby parish or ministry that serves a similar population. Did what you write down cause you to stand out versus them? If so, you are probably finding your uniqueness. If not, spend a bit more time identifying what makes you unique. Take your differentiated point and compare it to your brand promise. You may need to tweak your brand promise a little bit to make sure your uniqueness is captured and included, and that's a-okay. As a great example of differentiation, I'm going to turn again to Father Mike Schmitz and Jeff Cavins and their Bible in a Year. We know that has been so very popular, and one critical reason is that it is different. There are two key things that make it different in my mind. First of all, while there are so many Bibles out there, and those seeking God know they need to read the Bible, it often feels daunting, doesn't it? So they don't do it. Suggesting that the entire Bible can be read in 1 year is outstanding, and that entices people to consider it. A second piece is that most people try to read the Bible sequentially, or they keep returning to a few favorite books. Once you start the Bible in a year, you learn that the Bible readings are not necessarily sequential. The various books of the Bible that work together are read together. Again, a very different approach to reading the Bible. Add to that a few other wonderful components such as Father Mike Schmitz himself, his interpretation of the readings, the fact that the Bible in a year is offered in so many different ways, and you certainly have a winning combination. However, I want to bring you back to what stimulated all the interest in the Bible in the year in the first place. The fact that it is different, that you could read the Bible all in 1 year. The uniqueness, the way they differentiated themselves, has truly made all the difference. As the Bible in the Year with Father Mike Schmitz enters its second year, I have heard various Catholic speakers and authors say that they have a Bible in a Year guide as well. I have not seen any of those catch on. Have you? Why not? I would offer that they've not caught on because they were not first. They did not clearly explain why they were unique. They were simply offered as a me too. While many say that imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, imitation does not help much from a marketing perspective. Imitation will not break through the clutter. It will simply add to it for individuals. It can be scary to be different, to offer something that is unique. Scary because you're not quite sure how someone might respond. I can speak to that personally. Let me tell you how scary it was to write a book entitled Marketing God. That concept did not exist as a written book, and I was terrified, absolutely sure I would be laughed out of town. Yes, there are definitely those who are not in love with the title of the book or the concept, but there are far more who hunger for more information, for more insights. My point, don't let fear hold you back or cause you to simply be a me too. Be bold in your faith, in your parish, your ministry, and what makes you different. I think back to the Bible verse we used and how the prophets searched for this grace of salvation because it was different, it was new. Your brand as a parish or a ministry can reach even more hearts when you understand what makes you different, what makes you unique. What makes you different can break through the clutter in people's lives so that you can help them deepen their relationship with God. As you reflect on today's podcast, ask yourself, have you ever considered what makes your parish or ministry unique or different before? Are you afraid to be different? Why might that be? How can you be bold and share what makes your organization different? That's all for today. I look forward to seeing you again soon.
Thank you for being here. We are so glad you listened in today. Look for the worksheet for today's topic in the podcast link. We invite you to join the Marketing God Facebook group where we share additional tools, insights, and ideas with each other. Are you looking for even more insights? You can purchase the acclaimed book, Marketing God, online at your favorite Catholic bookstore or for larger quantities through the publisher OSV.